guys, Chris with PhoneArena here at MWC at Samsung's Unpacked event, and right here you're looking at the brand new Samsung Galaxy S6, and we're just about to take a look and see how it compares against an older phone from Motorola, the Nexus 6. Now the first thing you're bound to notice is the differences in the screen size. With the Nexus 6 we're looking at a 6-inch display, while the S6 Edge retains the 5.1-incher of the Galaxy S5. However, one major difference between the S6 Edge and the Galaxy S5 is the pixel resolution on board. We're looking at a Quad HD display here, which translates into 1,440 pixels by 2,560 pixels, and we have the same deal here. Obviously, since this is a larger display, we're looking at more pixels per inch on the Samsung Galaxy S6. In terms of design, we're also looking at radically different designs here. Samsung really outdid itself with the Galaxy S6 Edge. Obviously, the back is one of the first things that you're going to notice once you flip the phones around. With the S6 Edge, we're looking at Gorilla Glass 4 protected rear, while the Motorola Nexus 6 actually has a matte plastic for that. On the sides, we're looking at two devices with a metal frame, which encases the entirety of their bodies. And up at the front, of course, the major difference is the edge screen of the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge. As you can see, it slopes all the way through on both sides of the device. Other things worth mentioning in terms of design are the button placements of both devices. We have the power key located on the right side of the Galaxy S6 Edge, while the volume rocker is actually split into two buttons, so you have a volume down and volume up separately. While with the Nexus 6, we have both the volume rocker, which is a single unit, and the power key located on the right. Moving on, in terms of what's driving those two devices underneath, we have Snapdragon 805 with the Nexus 6. It's a quad-core processor by Qualcomm, while Samsung actually decided to go with its own Exynos, octa-core Exynos 7430. This supposedly superior chip, because it's built on a 14-nanometer process, while the Snapdragon 805 is built on a 20-nanometer technology. All things being equal, this would usually mean that the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge has a more superior processor in terms of performance and power efficiency. In terms of RAM, both devices have 3 gigs of RAM, but the Galaxy S6 Edge actually has LPDDR4 RAM, while the Nexus 6 makes do with LPDDR3 RAM. Now, in reality, the differences here will be hard to tell, and to take a while for us to actually benchmark those two devices and see how they do and how they perform in apps and so on. But in the meanwhile, let's just walk through the interface. Now, another major change with the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge has to do with the design of its proprietary TouchWiz interface. As you can see, for the most part, TouchWiz is every bit the TouchWiz we've all come to expect, but there's been some slight rearrangements, and Samsung was very adamant about the changes it made to speed and so on. So to show off one cool feature, for example, you can actually, a new feature that Samsung calls Quick Launch, you can double tap the home key of the S6 Edge and it will launch the camera from anywhere you are. So just a double tap. And Samsung cites launch times of under 1 second, which is pretty impressive. So just to contrast and compare, as you can see, we have a different phone dialer with the TouchWiz version of the phone, though it's very much Lollipop-like. As you can see, both versions are obviously running on Lollipop. Let me just scroll down here. It's 502 on the Galaxy S6 Edge, and it's 501 on the Nexus 6. Moving on, we have two different cameras on the backs of those two devices. We have a 16-megapixel camera on the brand new Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge. It actually pretty much inherited the camera from the Note 4 in some regards, because it actually inherited the optical image stabilization gizmo, which is also actually available with the Nexus 6. Now, we're pretty sure that the exact gizmo, the exact model of the gizmo is different, but they both have the same purpose, to basically allow you to take shake-free video and allow you to shoot better photos, brighter photos in low light conditions. turning the device around, we're looking at a 5 megapixel camera with the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge, while we have a 2.1 megapixel camera with the Nexus 6. In terms of battery life, with the Samsung Galaxy S6, we're actually looking at a decrease in the battery capacity, which was made necessary by the much thinner build of the S6 Edge. And when I say a decrease, I mean from the Galaxy S5. But anyway, not only that, but Samsung also went for a unibody design, which usually translates into a smaller battery, because all of this has to be put together, and it's a much different engineering approach. In comparison with that, with the Nexus 6, we're actually looking at a, well, not significantly, but larger battery at 3,220 milliamp hours. So it will be interesting to see if the Nexus 6 actually manages to outperform the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge, and that's because the new Exynos processor on the S6, as I said earlier, is supposed to be more power efficient than the Snapdragon 805 of the Nexus 6. In fact, Samsung cited numbers of up to 20% more efficient, which is going to be pretty impressive considering that the Snapdragon 805 is still a very recent processor here. So that's about it with the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge versus the Nexus 6. Once again, thanks guys for watching. This was Chris with PhoneArena. See ya.